What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can already tell, okay, we're here to talk about what happened at Dreamville. All right, yeah, a lot has happened. So I'm just gonna tell the story, include the stuff that I have, and then just go from there. Basically, I went to Dreamville last Saturday, and that was it. Right? And I understand you're probably saying, well, Dreamville's a 2-day event. How did you only go for Saturday? I'm about to explain. Alright, so let's rewind back to Saturday, April 6th. I get up, get ready, all my stuff is packed, I get on the road. I go pick up my cousin from her house, we head to Raleigh. Things are going fine, our energy's up, we're excited to go, all of that, right? So, we get there, and things just start unraveling a little bit. I wouldn't say unraveling, things just start not going to plan. So the first thing on our agenda is to get her ticket. Now, it had already been paid for and I had already ordered mine. But we had to go to the box office to pick up hers because we got it, somewhat at the last minute. But anyway, so yeah, we went there and the location for the side that we were going to be entering from the festival, they didn't even have one. So then she gave us an alternative street to go to. And then she said, well, it's only pedestrian crossing only. But then we pull up, it's right in the highway. Like, you cannot pull over. And then when we stop to ask a question, they eventually block off the area with cones. That way you can't even pull over to the side of the highway. So then I have to hurry up, jump out, and go. And I have to walk like a mile and a half, 2 miles, to even get to the box office. Along the way, the Dreamville sign and the bus was there. Didn't get a picture of that, unfortunately. But it looked nice. So after we got the ticket, everything was moving along. Now, mind you, it took an hour and a half just to get the ticket because we had to keep going around in traffic. We saw another small box office. However, it was closed because that was the pop-up location. Ridiculous. So, we get the ticket. And now I have my wristband and my lanyard, and she has her wristband / ticket, whatever. And then we go to the hotel. Things started snowballing from there. And it was little minute stuff that I was picking up on. So, when we pull up and I go in and check in, I come back out, and my check engine light is on in my car. But none of that was going on beforehand. So I said, okay, let it go. The car's fine. Whatever. So I thought. So we unpack, get into the hotel. And yes, I do have a small room tour. And you're going to see my cousin for the first time. A new person, right? So I'm going to cut to that. So as you can see, I have arrived. Well, should I say we have arrived. And no, it's not the same guest that you're thinking about. We have a new character that's unlike this time. But I'm here. We're here. Dreamville 2024. You already know. I've been talking about it. And it's finally time to see what it's about to give. Because I done spent all these coins. And it needs to be worth my coins. So let's go and start in the bathroom with the room tour. Okay, mirror. Okay, very 1976. French, I guess. I don't know too much about that, but it's small. It's workable. It's workable. Okay. All right. Me, of course. Scarf. All right. So now heading through the big mirror. They have plenty of mirrors in this room. Okay. All right.
What you want to look like, boy?
This is my cousin.
Hey.
New character unlocked.
Yeah.
Right. So we're here. Beds, double beds. Always get double beds because even if I was here by myself, it would still be a double bed. This lighting is just woo. There we go.
Y'all know what time it is.
There we go. Now say hi to
Y'all know what time it is.
All right. She is excited down to see Nicki Minaj. This is my second time seeing Nicki Minaj, but I'm still just as excited as the last time because I'm gonna shut it down each time, and that's each time.
That's mama.
So here is the view. I am excited to go, but I think it's like 11:45 or something like that. Like, it's close to 12 o'clock. And the festival grounds open at 12 o'clock. We had to drive around an hour and a half almost in circles to even get the ticket and then all this. Yeah, but my arm is tired. I've been driving. Haven't really ate nothing. The levels are low. So the next time I pick y'all up, I don't know when I'm going to pick y'all up. But, yeah. So we're here.
Period.
Now, after that room tour, we decided we were going to take a few pictures, whatever. As you can see, if you follow me on Instagram, I don't know, I wore a green outfit. That was for day one, right? So I'm like, okay. Now, in my mind, at some point, I was thinking, should I take an Uber? Like, should I Uber? I was just thinking about it. But I didn't really pay it any mind. Get in the car to go to the festival. Get to the festival. Go see Sexy Red, because that's the only person I saw perform. Right? Let me include videos from that. And we are on our way to Dreamville. Oh!
His dress, that's why he smell like jazz. You can block my number, but he still gon' eat my ass. He just paid for my titties, that's why you bitches mad. I start dick like a champion when he put a pocket my ass. I'm you a hoe, up and down, that booty gon' go. I'm working on your baby daddy, he finna lick my booty up. I'm looking sexy, I'm looking fine, no broke boys, can't waste my time. My thumb showing my booty poking, my pussy.
So, again, Sexy Red is the only person we saw perform. Something then tells me, you need to leave. Like, you know how you get an instinct in your spirit, or that gut feeling that something has went on? Something said, you need to go. So then I come out the festival, right? We have to walk all the way back to the car. And then to my surprise, to my whatever you want to call it, my car has been hit and ran from. Now, the picture I'm going to show of the car is, for context, I had started the car and I have daytime headlights. Okay, just so, right. So yeah, the car had been hit. As you can see,
What is this?
some type of fluid has drained out.
Ooh, cha. Ooh.
Okay, however, when I start the car, it seems like it's still operating. It's not smoking. We're not about to blow up. So I'm like, okay, the first thing we need to do is get back to the hotel. Because now I'm pissed, right? So now we get back to the hotel. Car was doing okay. Then it starts smoking. And I mean, it's not no regular smoke. It is smoking like a chimney. You could have barbecued ribs with the amount of smoke, okay, that was coming out of that car. Now, of course, I don't have any footage of that because I was too pissed to get any footage. So then, as time progresses and the night, progresses, I go back to the hotel. The only thing I can do at this point is lay down. My energy's gone. I'm pissed. And my cousin, shout out to her, she tried her best to make it better. However, both of us were mad in the end because we only got to see one performance. And we paid hundreds, borderline thousands of dollars for all of this. So then I go back out later on to check on my car, and all of my antifreeze has drained out. No antifreeze, no coolant, okay? So I'm like, now I have to find a way to get home. Because mind you, I live 2.5 hours away. So how am I going to get home? Furthermore, I have my cousin with me, and she rode with me. So now I have to get her home, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go to bed and call it a night. And I'll worry about it in the morning. Get up early the next morning. Me operating on vibes and being dumb, just said, well, let's just drive the car to see how far we can get. We got up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, got on the road. We make it 4 minutes up the road, car is smoking. Again. Why would you take the car if it was already smoking? In the moment, I did not care about any of that. I was just trying to see how close I could get to home before I had to call this tow. Right? Because I wound up having to call the tow man. So, we had to pull over to the side of the road, wait for it to cool down. Don't have any coolant at the time, so luckily I had brought 8 or 10 bottles of water from the house to put in the coolant tank, right? So, we put that in, try to take it on out. We get a little further, start smoking again. We pull over an estimated about 4, 5, 6 times as it keeps smoking. So then we're like, okay, let's not try to make it to where she lives. Let's go to a neighboring town to get coolant from the AutoZone. Go get coolant. We sit in the parking lot. The needle's not moving anymore, so it's not running hot. However, things, we think in our mind are getting better. Soon as we pull off, no. It starts heating up. It goes from bad to worse, because now we drive and the car just turns off. Luckily, my cousin decided to stay on a back road in the town instead of hitting the highway again. But again, the car is turned off because it's not overheating. And you're not going to blow me up with this engine. So I'm like, okay, the heck with it. I'm calling the tow. We call the tow. Said it's gonna be 35, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, and mind you, the woman was rude because they're working from home and she wasn't even up. This was like at like 9:30 a.m. Right, okay. So, now we're just sitting in the car waiting on this whole person to get here. And at this point, I have to find me another car because my car is totaled out. And that's just what it is. So the tow gets there and we're doing calculations. Now, I was just going to get us from Knightdale, North Carolina to where my cousin lives, which wasn't that far. And that was going to be like $235. I was like, okay, whatever. Then I was going to get another tow from where she lived back home. However, the tow man did not recommend I do that because that's just not how you should do things. So he then said, well, no, just get the tow from here to your house and then we can just drop your cousin off. So I'm like, okay, how much is that going to cost? To get from Knightdale, North Carolina, which is pretty much Raleigh, all the way back to where I lived at, $795. Now, mind you, my Dreamville ticket, plus insurance, shipping and was $944, plus my hotel, which was another $500, okay? My cousin's wristband was another $600. So look at all this money that's being spent. And most of that money's down the drain, lost because I had to leave my hotel reservation only. I only got one night out of 2. Didn't even get to the festival. Only saw Sexy Red. Now I have to pay $800 to get home. So now, luckily we were by this church where it was like on a back road, so it wasn't no big scene. Thank God. So then, get in the tow, get in the truck, ride, drop my cousin off. She gets back home safely. Get all the way back home. And, of course, everybody's on the porch, outside. My aunt is there. My mom is there. My grandma's there. My other aunt is there. Her daughter's there. Her 2 granddaughters are there. And my uncle is also there. Right? And his son. So, now it's going to be this whole thing. Because my family's animated. Okay? So, they whoop. You know, it's the whole thing. They see the big tow truck coming in. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then they see my car. And I can already see the expressions on their face. At this point, I'm afraid to even get out the tow truck. At this point. So I sit in there, wait till I pay him, and then get out. So, yeah. That's how my Dreamville went. Now, were there other things that could have been done to avoid this? Yes. However, in my mind, whatever's happening is going to happen. So, at least I get a new car out of it. Because when I called my insurance, they were like, well, due to the circumstances of what happened, we can't send anybody out to assess your damages. Now, mind you, it was an older truck anyway. Only had liability. Because, I mean, I was going to get rid of it anyway. Because I wanted a different vehicle. I just didn't intend for it to go the way it did. Right? So, I just wound up junking it. And now, as of today's day, yeah, I'm looking for another car. Because things happen. And right now, me and Raleigh, North Carolina have beef. Okay? Now let's talk about the Dreamville Festival itself. Right? From just the Sexy Red performance. I don't care what hotel you stay at. You are going to have to walk about 2.5 miles before you even get into the festival. It doesn't matter where you stay. It doesn't even matter how close you can get because everybody's going to have to walk a good amount of ways. Now, they have little people on these buggies that will take you, I think, a 1/4 mile for $10. Or if you want to double, I think it's $25, something like that. Come on, J. Cole, Jermaine. I don't know who the organizers are, but we have to figure something out, right? Because the shuttle is not going to get you that close either. You are going to have to walk. Audio issues? No. Now, Sexy Red was okay as far as her audio. However, there were other performances that I watched on the live and even in TikToks that I saw. The audio was in and out. One of the artists from Africa that came here, he was very irritated, very mad that they couldn't even get the audio right. J. Cole's audio was messing up during his performance. Not only that, I missed DaBaby. I miss 50 Cent, Nicki Minaj. Well, even though I already saw Nicki Minaj in Charlotte, but still. J. Cole. I didn't see Huncho on Sunday. I missed Huncho, Monica, SZA. Okay? Like, what's really going on here? Like, the whole experience. And the festival merch line's obscene. They're charging $30 for a little 2-piece tender and fry. They're charging $23 for a little cup of liquor like this big, full of ice, and then it's like a little mixed concoction. Good thing I don't drink because I didn't waste my money on that. Merch lines, again, obscene. Hour and a half wait for people to buy the same t-shirt. Then they have the thing for the Chase customers. Like, we can't see the Chase sign saying this is for Chase customers. There's really anything else to do. You can't really sit out on the grass unless you have a blanket. Everybody's standing up. You can't bring in chairs. I mean, and depending on what time you get there, you could be up there 10, 12 hours all day. Not to mention, they said Nicki Minaj was an hour and 15 minutes late for her set Sunday night. So, coupled with what happened to my car, the Dreamville experience was okay at best. Again, Sexy Red was okay. You know, she performed about 30 minutes. I seen her whole performance. At least I saw somebody new. But I think for me, I'm going to have to do Dreamville Redemption 2025. Now, they have confirmed online, according to the article that I read from, I think, the Raleigh paper or whatever, online, that they will be returning for 2025. So, I'm going to have to do a Dreamville Redemption because I just don't feel like I got a fair experience. And I will be trying this again. Now, as you can see, I don't have a t-shirt with me from the Dreamville Festival. However, I did order one today. I still have my lanyard, I still have my wristband, and I have the little card. So I will have my merch from Dreamville 24. However, Dreamville 25, it is up because it's redemption. Doesn't matter who's performing at this point. I need to go just to redeem from this year. And that is the story. Now, I did try a new restaurant at the hotel because it's called 88 Oaks. I had the cheeseburger with the roasted potatoes. That was good. Now, I didn't eat the onion because I don't do onion. At least not that raw red onion. But the burger was good in itself and the fries were good. I had sweet tea to drink. And then I had the chocolate mousse cake, cheesecake, whatever it was called, for dessert. Dessert, added sugars. I ate that down. Ate it down. That was one of the better parts of it. And I wasn't the only one complaining about the festival itself. People that were there were just saying it just wasn't enough. I mean, people that I was talking to had came from Baltimore, Maryland, coming from up north, across the country, to come to this festival, and there just wasn't enough. They had the Ferris wheel that's all the way over there, the 2 stages, there's no music playing in between the sets. You're just waiting for somebody else to come on stage. And you're walking back and forth across that field. So, again, aside from the car incident, the festival itself, they gotta get their energy up because, like, I expected more. However, I didn't even get to enjoy the JV VIP section with the good bathrooms and all of that. I didn't even get a chance to work the whole festival. Yeah. And so that is my Dreamville experience. And it's unfortunate because I paid all that money. My cousin paid all that money. We did not get a fair chance. But, I did enjoy the little bit that I did get to do and see. And until next year, right? And so if you enjoyed this little story time, subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.